Hi, I'm Golem,
And I am Goblin.
and we have with us Cadrik, and we just watched the Bethesda Conference.
Yeah, Cadrik, you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, man. Can I just say real quick, that was probably one of the coolest reveals or conferences I've watched in a really long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't been that excited to see any of that kind of stuff in a long time.
they
Yeah,
presented it really well.
Yeah, well, Cadrik and I used to watch these way back in the day when they were on G4, and I haven't felt this giddy about this stuff in such a long time.
oh
Right.
man, yeah, they really hammered it home this time. I was like, there's no way they can make this any cooler, and then they did.
Yeah, I had no fucking clue. Um, I was really, really, really impressed with the first game, also, Doom.
Oh yeah.
What did you guys think?
I thought it looked freaking awesome. Here's my thing with Doom. I'm not a huge fan of Doom. I played the first one, and my roommate in college played. I think it was Doom 3, and Doom 3 was a really cool game. It didn't feel like Doom to me though. It felt like something completely different. This one felt like somewhere in between, like a nice mix. Like it looks like obviously a really beautiful next gen game, but it feels like Doom.
Oh hell yeah, yeah!
Like
I'm a big fan of Doom, and holy shit, Cadric and I played Doom 3 together. Actually, that was a lot of fun back then, but this is a whole other level.
Yeah, I think we played it when it first came out, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it came out, and then I think for a while we were just playing that game afterward.
Yeah,
This game right now though is what I kind of wish that other one was.
yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. This game's like fast paced, big ass guns, bloody as hell. Like some of
Oh
those
my
death
god.
animations were insane.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. I love the chainsaw kills, some of the melee stuff.
Yeah,
Actually, some of that reminds me of Brutal Doom, which is a
yeah, it
mod
did.
for. It looks like they were playing that and decided they wanted to add that in
I
Doom.
think I guarantee you that they did play that, and they were like, this needs to be way more like disgusting than it originally even was. It was
Yeah.
missing some metal though.
Um.
right.
Yeah, just a little bit, but I'm sure that's in the game. Yeah, I fucking I. It looks like you can sort of target your melee attacks when the enemies are staggered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it does. Like it's like a yeah, it's like when you I don't know in games like Halo or Call of Duty, even when you're running up to an enemy who's staggered or doesn't know you're there, you just click a button and you go through like a melee kill animation. It's probably something like that.
Yeah, you do that, but it looks like in Doom it matters where you're looking.
Oh,
yeah.
I see what you're
I was
saying.
just watching a video, well, the video that we just watched again, and he looks at his foot and he does a melee that that targets their legs or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
so fucking excited for that kind of shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love some of the homages to the original game though. The door noises are almost the same exact door noises, and that matters to me for no reason. It reminds me of playing that game when I was, I don't know, 8 or however old I was.
The item drops too.
Oh yeah, it's perfect because it's just sort of highlighted by your HUD,
Right.
but the actual item itself just exists in the world, but it does remind me of those pickups. And they're even the same colors. Armor is green, health is fucking red.
Yep.
That's awesome. Ugh, I'm really stoked for this game.
Yeah, that was a really satisfying uh, sneak peek.
Yeah, the mix of old and new enemies, yeah, that makes me happy too.
I say sneak peek. It wasn't even a sneak peek. They showed a ton of gameplay.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was more of a slap in the face than a sneak peek.
Yeah. Actually,
And
the whole
I,
conference was kind of like that. 'Cause I was like,
yeah.
oh, they're gonna show us a little bit of stuff, but they went deep.
Oh God, yeah, yeah, way more than I thought they were going to.
Did they say when Doom's coming out?
Shit, I didn't see that.
I don't think they did.
I don't think they did either.
Well, fuck.
don't remember
We
it.
might be able to look it up, but I don't think they did. Cadrik, are you able to do that or?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
noticed a
le
double jump in there.
the
That was
levels
cool.
down in hell,
Oh yeah.
that was friggin' awesome. The statue that was like bleeding out of the mouth, and
Oh God.
some of the behemoth monsters were freaking awesome.
It
Oh,
just
and the
says spring,
multiplayer.
Yeah.
spring
Well,
2016.
when?
Spring 2016.
That's not too far off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. If we want to skip on over to multiplayer, that sounds good. Um, no, I thought that looked really good. It was a lot more interesting than I was expecting. It looked at first sort of like Halo Deathmatch,
Yeah.
It,
and then they show you becoming a fucking revenant.
yeah. One of the thing that I mean, yeah, the multiplayer felt like any other multiplayer for me until they started talking about that the Doom Snap map,
Oh God, yeah.
the customizable maps and like drops that you can share with friends and play in customized maps that you made, or a friend can make it and invite you to play in it. That looks awesome.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
looks amazing. Yeah, I've really, oh, man, I've been hoping for some sort of editor like that in a FPS for a while, just something simple that you can make your own game types
Yeah,
also with your friends.
yeah. They
Remember, yo, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like they're really Bethesda has picked up the pace, man, with stuff like that, with what people really want in games outside of outside of what exists in the game. It's stuff like mechanics and customization. Like it just seems like they're just grabbing that ball and running with it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, so overall, we're liking what we saw from Doom, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doom gets 2 thumbs up.
Doom
I
gets
can't
three. I'm not
play
gonna
it.
say what the third is.
Whoa, okay.
I like it.
Well, let me remedy that a little bit and maybe swing over to Bethesda Net.
Yeah, I guess. It sounds to me sort of like a Uplay except Bethesda style.
They didn't really talk about it too much though.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I'm always cautious about like weird online integration of things, and you have to go through this service to get your upgrades or updates rather.
Yeah, like your one-stop shop.
I
Yeah,
don't.
that's
I don't think
that's no.
they're. I don't think they're using it to like integrate into the game. I think it was just like a update to their website
Oh, that
where you
that would be better. Yeah,
That's
I
where
what
all
I
don't.
their
thought
games are
too.
just on there.
I immediately went to the deep dark reaches of Uplay when they said
Yeah.
that. I was like, ooh, I don't.
Yeah, EA might have made its way deep into your psyche, because I thought that was just sort of like a like Cadrick just said, it's like a website type thing to keep track of like what Bethesda's doing and what's coming out next and just updates and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
they really didn't talk about it much. I feel like if they were going to do something Uplay esque, they would have like talked about it more, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You're probably right. I hope you're right. Um,
Let's go with that.
let's quickly dip into Battle Cry, which is another game that they were showing off there.
Yeah. Immediately, I thought of Team Fortress 2.
Me too, a melee Team
Me too.
Fortress. That
Yep.
was all I saw when I looked at that.
Yeah, and I don't really know why they even brought it up, because I mean they had the guy, the developer, talk about it for a second, and then it felt like they really were just like, oh yeah, and there's this other thing, while we're trying to get the people ready to start talking about Dishonored.
Yeah, pretty much. It felt a little bit like filler. There was almost nothing to it other than an introductory trailer that kind of it felt a little flat. Um,
Yeah,
I
didn't do anything for me.
yeah, yeah. It's just
And
another. Oh, go ahead.
it looks bland to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, even visually, the style they're using is actually kind of flat.
Yeah.
yeah, it literally is. Yeah.
And on top of that, it's just another one of those team-based games.
Yeah, so since that's not super exciting, let's talk about
Oh, Dishonored
Dishonored
fucking
2.
2!
They really didn't talk a ton about that either.
They showed enough though.
They showed a trailer, and it looks like it's clearly, well, I think it is clearly a continuation of the story.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I thought it would be interesting when I beat Dishonored, that it would be interesting to see what happens to the girl later on, and that's what
Yeah,
they're doing, and I'm
I
like
was. Oh,
so down with that.
yeah, I
I
was
never,
really excited to see her as the main character, or potentially the main character.
I never played the first one, so I don't really
Oh,
know
okay.
much about it. But
I
You
haven't
should
finished it.
definitely pick it up because I picked it up, and I honestly I owned it for months, and I played it a little bit, and I was like, this isn't my thing, and for some reason I picked it up out of nowhere and actually gave it a full run through, and it's actually really solid. It's really well designed. Is its best attribute, I think, is the art direction for it. It's really solid. It's a gorgeous game.
And there's a
yeah,
lot of interesting lore as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're coming out with a collection, so I can just buy that when it comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should probably get that because it'll look prettier too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yep. No, go ahead. So after Dishonored, they
ESO, I kind of expected an expansion pack from them. It just sounds like they're adding a bunch of stuff that I thought was already in the game.
well, if we have anyone out there in the world who actually pays attention to our podcast or our YouTube channel in general, they'll know how we feel about ESO. But I think it's a fun fact that during the whole conference, I was grabbing as many screen caps as I could, and I'm going through them right now, and I'm jumping from Dishonored 2, and I have nothing from their ESO thing that they're talking about.
I didn't really grab any either.
I think I have
I
PTSD or something about it. I just zoned out.
Well, it's painful because the game looks really good. Like visually, it looks like a fun Elder Scrolls game,
Right.
and even the gameplay when you just see it looks like maybe it's a fun Elder Scrolls game, but it's actually just maybe a fun
Not.
MMO.
It's
I
not.
don't. Yeah, it's not any Elder Scrolls game in the sense of it playing like an Elder Scrolls game. It's an Elder Scrolls game as in it has the same license.
Yeah. Well, speaking of something that has the Elder Scrolls
Oh.
license but isn't actually an Elder Scrolls game, the next thing they talked about was what do they call it?
Elder Scrolls Legends.
Like- Is it Legends? Yes, a strategy card game.
Yep, that's what it was.
I know you and I have talked about card games before, and neither of us are really big into them. I just really recently started getting into Magic a little bit.
Yeah,
Which
that
is-
would be very recent.
It would be recent enough that we didn't talk about it on Friday when we actually physically saw each other, or Thursday. No, well, with D, I'm going to make this really quick because I don't want to talk about it for too long. But with D&D, because you and I both run D&D games, I read about a method of picking up a booster pack of Magic cards, grabbing a couple of them, and seeing how they can thread together to come up with campaign ideas. So I grabbed a few, and then I grabbed a couple more, and and then I downloaded Magic the Gathering 2014 on Steam, and I've been playing it, and I actually really like it, so I'm kind of getting into it. So when they started talking about strategy card games, that piqued my interest, and I'm kind of excited about Elder Scrolls Legends. I think it might be kind of cool.
I have mixed feelings about it, but it's not really going to affect me. It's also free, so who cares?
Exactly. It's one of those things that's like, well, whatever, who cares about this? But I will say, I'm being somebody who's very, very newly interested in strategy card games, I'm pretty excited. I think it could be cool.
It might be, but they didn't show any gameplay from it, so.
No. Yeah, so who knows? It could suck, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
where you
price
might
is
as well
right.
try it out.
Yeah. So do we want to skip ahead real quick to the other free game that's out now, I guess?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Fallout Shelter.
Fallout Shelter. I am on my phone right now looking for it. I was like, I love iPhone games. I think
Yes.
if you can design a really solid iOS or like any kind of um, what would you call it? I don't know,
Mobile.
phone platform. I don't know what that's called.
Mobile. It's called
Mobile?
mobile. There's a word for it.
Mobile game. Um, I'm really into well-designed mobile games. That game looks super good.
It looks pretty tight, yeah.
And it actually, while they're talking about it, one of the giddy moments I got, I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. I can't wait to actually play this. This looks so awesome. When he said, like, this game's being released tonight, I immediately turned my phone on. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm actually looking at it right now. It's downloading on my phone right now.
That's pretty awesome.
Is it coming out for just iOS or?
No, it's Android too.
I'm gonna have to download that on my tablet.
Nice,
totally.
yeah.
I'm so excited. I just when Fallout 3 came out, being like a little bit of an obsessive nerdy person, like I wanted everything in my life to do with that. So the fact that there's so much stuff coming out that has to do with a game that isn't even released yet, I'm like super excited.
That, yeah. I think it looks awesome. I love the kind of sim slash XCOM mechanics of it, where you build out your vault and you have all your little people and you can upgrade them and train them and send them out into the waste to bring back stuff. It looks like a fun little management sim game.
Oh yeah, totally. And we both love sim games.
And Fallout.
Right?
So this is
And
just
it's all
perfect.
done in the style of the Pip-Boy guy.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's like super fun. I don't know.
Big
I'm really
bonus.
excited about it.
Big bonus for me, anyway. You get to name them. All the
Yes.
little vault people, you get to name them as overseer of the vault. I
It's
love
cool
that.
too it's cool too that they have like the raiders or it looks actually really dynamic. Like raiders actually can come into your vault and try to take your stuff. You have to defend it. It seems like it has a lot of time and effort went into it. It went through a lot of development, and the game's free.
Yeah. Well, they also said it was something they wanted to play and make themselves. They've been talking about doing it since the iPhone came out,
Right.
back when Fallout 3 was released. So that makes a lot of sense if Todd Howard put it out for free and gives the option of buying lunch boxes to give you random loot.
Yeah, just junk loot, but
And people love to buy things like that, so they're probably going to make plenty of money off of it.
oh yeah, like 50 cents a pop here and there. Yeah, they'll totally make plenty of money back. But that's what makes me with both Bethesda. That's one of the things that makes me it like restores my faith in them every time they do something like this. Like with Skyrim when that was launched, the way he talked about how they made the game as gamers themselves was part of what allowed me to be excited for the game to even come out, because they're gamers and they're people who like to play the things that they're making. You know, and those are the people I hang out with. I like hanging out with people who make their interest the thing that they do.
Yeah.
And that's, those are the passionate people. That's where good stuff comes out. And I don't know, they always get me with that. They didn't get me with Elder Scrolls Online, but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, we're done talking about that.
That was because the core studio didn't work on that. It was ZeniMax or whoever.
Exactly.
Yeah, a different studio played around with that. Yeah, so Todd Howard used the word dynamic a lot this evening, relating to Fallout 4. Are we ready to talk about that now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, we're all frothing at the mouth over this. I liked his little speech at the beginning, again, talking about that and then showing all of the work that led up to Fallout 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
concept art.
Oh god, yeah, tons of it.
So much concept. I couldn't keep up with him.
No, neither could I. Like, obviously, for years and years and years and years, they've been, like, hashing away at this.
Exactly. And it just, like, the amount of artwork that he showed was just I was like, it was actually inspiring.
Oh God, yeah, I'm likely to begin doing some of my own Fallout drawings tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just the sheer volume of work that he was showing. I was like, oh my god, this is so much stuff. This game better be fucking awesome.
It looks fucking awesome though.
And it
Yeah.
looks fucking awesome.
So I love that you start and it's pre-war and the character editor as you're looking in the mirror.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like waking up in the morning.
Oh my God, that was
Yeah.
pretty damn cool. Being able to grab groups of what looks like vertices on the face and move them around to kind of
Yes.
sculpt your character.
Yeah, you can pick things like your just like the tip of your chin and move it around, your upper lip and adjust it.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that compared to dicking around with sliders.
Mhm.
Yeah, sliders suck.
Thanks, Cadrik. I very much agree with you. I don't dig on sliders unless they're sandwiches.
The only thing through that process that I picked up on that I don't think I like very much is, and it might prove me wrong playing the game, but it's voice acted, like the player character is voice acted.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you.
I don't think I like that.
Yeah, I like to project myself or a character on the player character in those games. So having that character have a voice kind of takes away from that ability to project and to sort of make my own story.
Another
Yeah,
thing
there-
is
yeah.
the NPCs in the game can say your name. So if you have a name that they can't say, it's what are they going to say in its place? You know what I mean?
It might be that
Yeah.
you're stuck with that name.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then, yeah, that's a possibility.
oh. I don't, for such an open world concept and such customization, I feel like having the player character voice acted and possibly being stuck with a name really narrows it down a lot.
Yeah, it does. Well, it'd be like being called Shepherd. So
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe you can pick one part of your name but not the other.
Yeah. I mean, which works. It works in other games. I'm not like I don't hate it, but for a Fallout, like Bethesda, I think they even said during the conference they're like who the company that put open world games like on the map pretty much.
Yeah.
And that seems like a strange decision to make for a company that makes that claim.
Well, they said your baby's name was generated, like randomly assigned. So maybe your name is something you can select. Maybe there's a stock set of them.
Maybe that wouldn't be as bad. I could be okay with that. I mean,
Yeah, did you guys hear anyone other than the robot saying your character's name?
No.
It might be just the robot.
It could be, but that'd be kind of weird.
It would definitely be weird.
it'd be weird.
Only the robot knows your name.
And the story seems very I don't know what word I'm looking for. It's very structured. It's not
Yeah,
like you wake up
beginning.
somewhere and you go out into the world. Like you have a story that is set up for you.
Yeah, it seems a little bit more like that. But what am I trying to say here? It might be that your character progresses a certain way, like your personality, who you are, progresses a certain way in the game based on the choices you make.
Yeah, potentially. I also think there's a line between. I think we're all used to sort of the way Skyrim works now, or Elder Scrolls in general, where you're just kind of a nameless person without a voice. Whereas Fallout, you've always been a character.
That's true, yeah.
with a lot of customization available to you, but you always have a story. You are this vault dweller who does these things, who came from this family. You know, you're not like some random Joe Schmo out in the world. You don't start as a prisoner. Like you have Fallout 3, you have a dad.
Yeah.
And the story, you grow up in a certain place, people react to you in a certain way, and
Yes.
and your choices determine what happens to you. So I guess it's maybe a little nitpicky.
Yeah, it probably is just me whining about something that probably has already been a thing, and from the way you're talking about it, it sounds like I am just overreacting to what probably will be exactly the same sort of story from 3, but probably better.
Don't beat yourself up. I'm the one that brought it up.
Well, I don't even, from the way it plays out, I don't even feel like the main is like gonna be a main, like an actual main story. Because as soon as he gets out of the vault, it's like that's the end of his story, pretty much.
Well,
That's
also
true.
the other
He
thing
goes
they
into the
dropped,
vault, comes out 200 years later, and that's like it.
the
There
other
ain't
thing
nothing
they,
else you can do about it.
yeah. Well, they also dropped that you're the only survivor.
Yeah. So basically, it's like the main story is over when he comes out of the vault.
Yeah,
That's true. I was
you might have it.
looking through the rest of the gameplay. I was looking for like what is the actual story here? What's he doing? What's his motivation? And they didn't really reveal that. So yeah, maybe there isn't one. I'm sure there is something eventually, but
Right. It's probably just like a faction war kind of thing, like in Vegas,
yeah, exactly. Yep.
and you pick a side.
I'm with
Yeah.
you on that.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I am super excited still, very much so for this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
In
so-
the player model issues that we
oh
had.
my god,
Okay, I
I
don't have a problem
rescind
with that.
everything I said.
Yeah. No,
It looks
Fine.
amazing.
Yeah.
it's fine.
His vault
Everything's
suit is
gorgeous.
great. Oh my god. No, like the vault suit being clean makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the trailer probably was rendered a while ago because some of the gameplay stuff they were showing looks 1,000 times better than anything that was in that trailer.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah.
The visuals look way better than the first time we saw it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which we were crossing our fingers would be the case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So I love that you're able to command the dog to go fetch things. I think we talked about that in our other podcast.
Yeah, we talked about companions and how there was a severe lack of them in Fallout 3.
Well, it looks like this dog is going to be a big part of the game, potentially, if you decide to pick him up. But
Yeah, I don't think you have to take it, but
no.
I think that hints to me the dog is sort of like a stand-in as a hint that you can amass followers or get other types of companions, hopefully,
Yeah, I think so.
like
Probably.
humans.
Yeah. Well, I like that you could command the dog to go pick up something, and the dog brings it to you, and it's in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been wanting that in these type of games for a while from my companions or whoever I'm wandering around with.
Yeah. The old games, the companions are basically useless.
They were a second gun. That's about it.
Yeah, and
pretty
they
much.
could carry
Well,
things for you.
the much older games like Fallout 2, the companions had like backstories and stuff. They were way more fleshed out, and then they became more of like an asset, like a tool for the player character to use. And I feel like they're kind of coming back full circle on some of that stuff right now.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. That's good news.
Yeah. Oh, you should be excited too. VATS is back.
Yeah, and it looks really good. I like that it's sort of bullet timey with the way everything sort of slows down as you're using VATS to target parts of your enemy.
Yeah, I think VATS looked good.
So are you amped for getting the collector's edition with an actual Pip-Boy that
Oh
functions
man,
with the
I was
game?
gonna. Yeah, that's somebody in my life had better buy that for me, or I will just sell something in my house and go buy it. That will be in my possession.
Speaking of the Pip-Boy in the game, it looks way better.
Oh yeah, when he wipes the dust off of it when he first picks it up in the demo.
It picks it up from a corpse. I love that.
He picks it off with his hand.
Yeah, I love that you can play little weird games on there.
Yeah.
I love the animated screens. That's just it needed that.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Rage, the id Software game?
I did very briefly. I played it on a free weekend on Steam.
In that game, you have a rocket launcher that has a little screen on it, and if you
Yeah.
sit idle for a while, you can play the original Doom on it.
Are you fucking serious?
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah, in the game.
It's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, id and Bethesda, maybe we'll have something like that on the Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
It looks like you can play Red Menace.
Well, those are only 2 games out of a bunch. I'm assuming you'll find in the wastes.
Probably.
Did you notice when he picked up the Pip-Boy and started playing Red Menace, it had a copyright of 2053?
No, I did not see that. That's man. When he talked about adding detail to the world,
Yeah.
when he first brought it up, I didn't quite grasp what he really fucking meant
Yeah.
Yeah.
until a little later in the presentation.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I expected like a really cool game, but the stuff that they were throwing out there, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the real Pip-Boy, for one, is like the coolest. He even said it. He's like, for, gimmicky gifts or gimmicky items, like, this is the fucking coolest gimmicky item.
Yeah, yeah.
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 And it's pretty friggin' awesome. But then he expanded upon like customizing building like stuff. It's not
Yeah,
even homes. It's like
Well, let's talk about layered armor for one. Is
Layered
that
armor.
you can have layered armor and kind of build out your outfit.
Yeah.
Starting with that, that's awesome. I was super excited that they finally brought that back into their games.
Yeah. Did you think of Morrowind?
I immediately thought of Morrowind.
Me too. Yeah, because I noticed like when they were showing it and they in the demo the guy went up to one of the shoulder pauldrons and got rid of it, but left the
Yeah.
other one behind. I was like, oh yes, that's awesome.
Finally, asymmetrical armor
Yeah.
for perfect character design needs.
Yeah.
Asymmetrical shoulder pads every time.
So crafting, holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, I called it with the heavy suit.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally what that was.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I called it with the guns too. I did not know we would be building houses and
Yeah.
towns eventually.
Yeah, you could build like whole strongholds,
I feel
turret
like
systems, electrical systems.
Yeah, it's like kind of Gary's Mod-esque thing. Where
Yeah.
you can build infrastructure for your little town that people will show up to and start living in.
Yeah, caravans will start trading with your town. I did like it was the very beginning when he was showing concept art and stuff, but when he was showing the electrical panels and how every little beeping button and little electrical like outlet or whatever was labeled and actually functioned in reality,
Yeah.
that level of detail, I'm like, honestly, dude, this whole thing like really blew me away.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely has put a lot of things in perspective, let alone knowing the absolute crazy effort and attention to detail these guys went to
Yeah.
go to make this game.
This is gonna. I feel like this is the kind of movement. This is the kind of time where other game developers look at it and go like, "Oh shit!" Like
Yeah,
there's certain things we can't not do now.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things where, hey, guess what? This is going to change a lot of things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm really excited that that's happening, or will probably happen anyway.
Yeah, I am too. Did you guys think when they had that vault symbol up on the screen with the 111 and it said "Welcome Home"? Were you expecting that to transform into a date?
Yeah, I didn't.
No.
No, but we discussed this. We both thought it was going to be coming out in November.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
called that one.
Well, when it said 111 up there, just the way it looked, I immediately thought of like 11 11 11 for Skyrim.
Yeah.
I was like, they're gonna like move a couple of those numbers around, and this game's coming out in goddamn November, and it totally is. And my birthday's in November, and somebody had better buy me that friggin' game with a Pip-Boy in it.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah. The one crafting the power armor is awesome. Seeing the player get into the armor and then fuck shit up was really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Backpack jets?
Yeah, did you see the HUD when he was in the suit?
Briefly, I didn't get a really good look at it. I
It
was
looks-
overwhelmed.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Oh, I actually kind of like glazed over that.
Yeah, I was in awe. Like my jaw dropped when they were showing him get in the suit and then start doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jetpacks, man.
Yeah, that looks like there's going to be a little bit more vertical gameplay in Fallout,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Did you happen to notice sprinting at all?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's in there.
Good.
I will bitch. And no matter how good the game is, I will bitch to the end of the earth if there's no sprint.
I use that all the time in Skyrim.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
totally. Who doesn't?
Funny story, brief story. The first time I played Skyrim, I didn't know there was a sprint button, and I beat the entire game like that.
You
Nice.
I had no
without
idea.
sprinting?
No, I played Fallout, and then I played that, so I didn't know there was a sprint function.
Oh my
And I think
God.
I was talking to Cadrik, and he mentioned it to me.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It was a slow go. Anyway, that's the short story about that.
Yeah, weapons.
Oh God.
The
I said
sheer
gun
amount of
parts.
customization.
Ugh. Oh my God, it's so cool. Yeah, you just swapping out parts of guns to make brand new guns is exactly what I wanted.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted a more robust crafting system.
The
Let
one in New
alone.
Vegas.
Yeah, go
The
ahead.
one in New Vegas was just adding random parts to like existing guns. It was kind of lame.
That's kind of what I was expecting, actually. I was
Yeah.
expecting more of that in this, and then I got something way more awesome.
Yeah.
Way more awesome.
Where you are kind of just crafting new weapons. It could be, and what I'm expecting is because of, well, the dynamicness of the game. That's probably not the right way to say that, but anyway,
Probably not.
you're probably going to find guns that are mix-matched weird parts
Probably.
that will be totally unique.
Oh, you mean like random
Yeah.
generation kind of thing?
And I think you're going to find armor like that too.
Probably.
And
actually
that's awesome.
It would not make sense to not find things like that.
Exactly.
Um,
So the other thing that's really cool is in tandem with the crafting components is that you can take all of the junk you find in the world and break it down into useful materials to then make these things.
yeah, everything. Everything in the world has some kind of purpose, or you can use it for something.
Finally.
Yeah, I'd say.
You're not just amassing broken bottles for like the fun of it.
Oh, what else would you do?
Golem, did you see when he was building houses and stuff like that? Did you see the comic book rack?
I did.
Yep. I was like, yeah, this game's fucking awesome.
Called so much shit, dude.
I'm so jazzed, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're staying up like at ungodly hours
Yeah.
to watch it.
I'm glad you're editing this after this too.
Yeah, I'm not glad about that, but I am glad that I stayed up to watch the conference.
Yeah. It is quite late where we are. So, and it is starting to show. Combat looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Also, iron sights.
Yeah, I did notice
They
that.
had
too.
irons. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. I am really looking forward to seeing how these modular things affect gameplay, because it's going to feel different all the time.
Right.
And I'm wondering if the way they made the game is the same way that the player is able to build houses and shit.
What do you mean?
Well, the player constructing things,
Yeah.
is that maybe the same way that developers made a lot of buildings?
Could
Oh,
be.
I see.
'Cause
Probably.
that could open up some things and make the world seem more unique more frequently if you're able to construct things like that.
Yeah.
And I one day, Bethesda will announce that they've made the perfect engine, and it will randomly make whole games out of parts of things, and it will be a
I,
world made out of atoms.
yeah. I think you're no. I think you're completely right. I actually don't think that's very far off.
Because I feel like that this is some of the first steps in that direction. It's not voxels, but it is
Right.
parts.
No, I'm with you. I'm like when they were showing this game off, I was like, there's a lot of innovation going on
Oh yeah.
in this game. Like this game's gonna be a pretty big jump ahead in gaming, I think.
Well, if they can make an algorithm that puts those parts together and has them have it make sense,
Yeah.
you would just have buildings that are unique to your playthrough.
Right.
Yeah.
They could be randomly generated. So one day I hope they get to that point. If they got to that point already, why the fuck aren't they talking about it?
Well, I don't. I mean, I personally, I don't think that they have,
No, I don't think so either.
but I don't think that's very far off.
No, I'm excited though. This has definitely got me jazzed up.
Yeah. I'm like buzzing about it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I keep watching the section where they showed all the fighting.
Oh my
and
god.
It's just like it's amazing.
I now have Fallout Shelter on my phone.
Yeah,
I'm playing it right now.
yeah. You're gonna give us a quick review.
Um, yeah, it's awesome.
Great. You heard it first. Golem Goblin.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I heard it. Or did you drop your mic?
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm run out of steam. I'm getting a little tired. Is there anything else anyone has to say? Oh, keep playing that fucking game already.
Huh?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Are you talking about going? We should probably go. I have some Fallout to play.
Yeah, I think you do. And maybe some video to edit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the second half of this, man. It was great watching all that shit and chatting with you guys. Cadrik, welcome
Yep.
to the podcast.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Cadrik,
stopping
good to
by.
have you.
Anytime.
Right on. Well, this is us signing off.
Yes. Goodbye.
Farewell, mortals.